Well, our super duper fly next guest was on her way to becoming a doctor, but lucky for us, she followed her passion for comedy. Otherwise, we may have never learned about the foodie call. Take a listen.
Hello? Hey, Jerome. What's up? Yeah, it's me, Yvonne. Why you sound so surprised? Oh, you right. I did tell you never to call me again. You know me joking. Stop. That's what I do for a living. So, I mean, did you still want to grab a bite? Yeah, the Cheesecake Factory, yes. Like tonight. No, tonight would be amazing, yes. No, I'll meet you there. You still can't know where I live. Okay, bye. Fellas, that is a foodie call, okay? You're welcome.
And we are also thankful she decided to share her talent with the world, whether she's doing stand-up, starring on critically acclaimed shows like Insecure, hosting shows, writing books, or even creating her own show, First Gen, coming hopefully soon to Disney+. This woman always delivers, so let's deliver the perfect welcome to Emmy-nominated actress, producer, comedian, author of Bamboozled by Jesus, and soon-to-be personal guru, the pride of Nigeria and the DMV area, Miss Yvonne Orji.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've been introduced so effervescently. And my sister, I hail you. Thank you.
Listen, sister from another mister. Because we go way back to way back.
Backist, okay? All the way to the back.
Listen, so, and first of all, the clip we just shared earlier was from your HBO special, Mama, I Made It. And since I pretty much stalk you as my hobby and stuff, were you not just in London with Roy Wood Jr.? Could we possibly have another special in the way?
Oh, it's not a possibility. It is coming. I just recorded my second HBO special coming out very, very soon. So, yeah.
Of course I knew that. I was just trying not to let you think she stalks me too much. I kind of sensed it, but I was trying to be like low-key, don't be too much, don't go, you know what I mean? Well, first of all, I don't know if you remember this, like years and years and years and years ago, I met you at an event for Nigerians here in New York, and you were with your roommate, and then you said you were moving to LA. And then the next time I saw you, you were already in LA, and you said you had just booked Insecure, and we were here in the building by the Starbucks. And you said, you're gonna get on set. And the next thing I see, you post your first day on set, and my heart was filled with, like, you have no idea. Like, I have been cheering you on, basking in your greatness and your glory, because Insecure, like, the people who knew you, you had this dream. You know what I mean? And you're like, I'm gonna go do this comedy thing, do this acting thing. 5 seasons later, a few Emmy nominations later, you just showed people your talent beyond talent beyond talent, and it inspired us to shine. So we don't. I'm still not okay that it's over. Just so you know.
You're still not okay that it's over, girl. It's been like 8 months. It's over for real.
I'm not okay. And you know you're always gonna get Molly, not just from you, because you know your uncle even drops Molly's name, as you told us.
I still get the DMs. I think I was just in an Uber with your uncle. I'm like, why is he doing this? How did it even come up? How? He was just taking you to the Starbucks. How did it even come up?
Well, okay. Molly is always going to be there, but you have so many more accomplishments. Because now when I told my mom, I'm talking to Yvonne tomorrow, and she goes, who? I said, Bamboozled by Jesus. She's like, oh, that's how she knows you now, because you, Miss Orji, are also an author.
Thank you.
Which you said was one of the toughest things you had to do and most isolating things, which I don't believe, because you make everything look easy.
Oh, no, it was so isolating because I had to be very vulnerable. You know, I had to be very honest. And, you know, you're by yourself. You have no idea if the things that you're writing will resonate. And I was writing a lot of it in the pandemic. And that's when I was really going in and discovering more about myself. And then as I was discovering about myself, I was sharing it with the future readers. And so it is, yeah, it is truth, and it is honest, and it is growth, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of growth, when we talk about Nigerians being overachievers and accomplishing beyond, you have like raised the bar, because you not only have 2 degrees, you have a stand-up special with HBO, you have a successful show on HBO, you have a book, you have a show coming on Disney+, First Gen, which you're working on with David Oyelowo and Oprah Winfrey. So I'm sorry. If someone said, I need a personal guru, you fit that list, because So it makes sense that TJ Maxx said, you know what, we got to get Yvonne to do this project with us. It's called Find Your Maxx Initiative. So tell us about that, and how can we find our Maxx? Okay, there she goes.
Yes, I mean, just even going back to what I was saying about like going inwards and learning about myself and growing, all of those things were things that I did in addition to all the accomplishments and achievements that you've just listed. So Find Your Max is really dope because, you know, I get to help another young lady who, or another contestant who wants to find their max, who wants to live their most authentic. They're just the best version of themselves. And I think, you know, all pandemic, when we were forced to go inside, I think that was what all of us, hopefully, were trying to work at. And so I get to help one lucky winner discover their truest, most authentic self. And I'm so excited because that's the work that I've been doing. And it feels so good to be free. When you live in your vibrancy, baby, there is nothing like it.
I know. I'm sitting in it right now. Like, there's a whole bunch of vibrancy on this chair that I'm sitting in right now. And you know, Yvonne, like, it's one thing that the person gets to have you as their personal guide, as their personal guru. It doesn't hurt that there's 50K in the mix.
I mean, 50K has never hurt anybody. I mean, gas prices are real. So, I mean, listen, you can use that 50K to find your max. And on the way, you know, to find your max, you just glow up as well. So why not?
All right, so you're doing Find Your Max. So how far have you gone into, by the way, David Oyelowo is my cousin. Tell him to pick up my calls. So how's the first gen situation going? How far into it? Why, Yvonne, why are you laughing?
That's hysterical. Tell him to pick up your phone.
What is so funny? I think he blocked me. I don't know.
Why are you not picking up the phone? I called you. I WhatsApped you. No. What was the question? Girl, you got me.
No, first gen. How far? Because I know you guys are developing it for Disney Plus, and you're working with him on it. So how far are you into it? Production-wise, pre-production, post-production? What is it?
Yeah, girl. You know, development is one of those tricky things. It could take 2 years, 8 years, 2 months. You never know. But I am doing so many projects that are lifting up the Nigerian community. So one way or another, the first gen story is going to be told. And maybe somebody that I get to mentor is a creative, and like maybe I can help them tell their story as they're finding their max. You never know.
This is what you do. You are the max to me. You help us find our max. And I was only asking about the first gen thing so I know where the set is so I can pop up, because that's what I do. But I still will. I'll find it. No shame in my game, Yvonne. So good to see you. You have no idea, like the joy. Whenever I see you, my teeth are all out like I'm at the dentist. Just
listen,
so you know.
you're my sister that I didn't even know I had. I love it.
You know now, because I'll keep reminding you. But everyone at home, for a chance to have Yvonne be your mentor and learn more about the initiative, go to Find Your Max. That's Maxx.com. That's MAXX with 2 X's. And you can enter starting today through August 25th. And you're welcome. Yvonne, I got palita.
Cody.